Can we call upon now Raman Sharma and A.K. Gupta to analyze the completeness of the EMR consultation for making diagnosis at provider end?
See your pointers.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be part of this international forum, that is Telemedicon 2011. Myself is Dr. Raman Sharma. I am working as a senior resident in the Department of Hospital Administration, Chandigarh. And my topic is today to analyze the completeness of these electronic medical records for making the diagnosis at the provider end, that is the service provider end. So starting with, first of all, the definition. Telemedicine is the use of electronic information and communication technology to provide and support healthcare when distance separates the participants. So we all know about these definitions. I will be skipping over these definitions and all. This is the basic slide for what is the concept of telemedicine, how it works. It just the transfer of text, reports, images, videos between geographical separate locations when the physicians, specialists, and patients are distant apart. This is a slide pertaining to success. It relates to the efficiency and effectiveness of the transfer of the patient's information. So I will be just, my topic starts from here. There are two types of telemedicine we have. That is real time, that is we call the synchronous or the video conferencing is there, and store and forward or asynchronous type. And my topic will be rotating about this store and forward type of conference, store and forward of telemedicine. And this is the flow of information in the store and forward type of information, how it goes. Any peripheral center, whosoever wants to get the teleconsultation, it logins the information of the patient in a specific performer, that is the electronic medical record, sends it through some network, and this network in discussion was the BPN line, that was virtual portal network, and it is received at the telemedicine facility, that is the provider end, where the doctor is called at the center and he analyzes the electronic medical information of the patient, studies that information, gives his consultation, and that information is transmitted back to the referral end. And this is the basic flow of information. Actually, why this topic was given to me, my study is pertaining to the district Punjab only. The problem that was coming with this VPN network was that the complete information was not coming to the provider end. The problem was that the doctor used to study the EMR, but he was not analyzing what is being sent. There was no complete information. He used to come to the referral center, but he was not able to analyze or give his points or analysis or whatsoever consultation he was asked for. This was the basic aim, and that's why this topic was given to me to study and find out the facts, what are the problems exactly. So, and this was given to me as my part of the study also, and I was asked to be in the limits, not to go beyond that, to be in touch with the referral doctors and otherwise. This was the performer, otherwise this has the basic problem with itself also, which I will be telling later. So my basic aim of the study was to analyze the completeness of the electronic medical records for making the diagnosis at the provider end. How the doctor sitting at the provider end is able, what is the percentage or how much he is able to give his diagnosis, his guidance that he is able to make any diagnosis or not. What are the problems with that? So this was my study area. Study was done in the telemedicine facility. It was a telemedicine center of the PGIMER Chandigarh. And all the consultations coming to this through BPN network was basically taken into consideration, and it was a 6-month analysis. I was to collaborate with all the doctors from the various specialities to coming to that telemedicine facility to give their comments upon a pre-tested and a closed-ended questionnaire performer. This performer was given to the doctor or the clinician who will be attending the EMR. After his consultation is over, he will be giving his comments upon that. What are the problems with that? Will he be able to making any diagnosis or not? So 20 centers are connected. This is the network. The study was around 10 to 12 months earlier. And at that time, the 20 centers mainly of the Punjab was connected to PGI Chandigarh. This is the network showing the connectivity of the various centers. And maybe later on, 4 or 5 may be have been attached further. But at the time of the study, 20 was connected. So this was the table. This is the table showing the observation and results. These are the variables I have taken into consideration. The demographic of the patient, age, gender, and the distance of the centers from the PGI-MER. What was the specialty-wise distribution of the cases? And basic points to be considered was what were the factors taken into EMR performer. The performer was broken down further into sub-variables. That was chief complaints, history. History was including the explanation of these chief complaints, personal history, family history, and all that. Personal history, then vital status of the patients, GPP, general physical examination, and completeness of the performer was the last variable. The doctor was asked to comment upon that. And further was the diagnosis rate. Is he writing any diagnosis, or is he asking for further comments or like that? And last one, the results or conclusion. So this was the age distribution. Maximum cases were pertaining to the 15 to 35 years of age. Mean age was 36.15 years. This is the age-wise and gender-wise distribution of the patients. And these are the distance of the centers from the PGI-MER. You can see the most around 13 centers were about more than 50 kilometers from the PGI-MER itself. And the maximum from the more than 100 kilometers. This was the connectivity of centers. And in the 6 months analysis of this network of the VPN, around 367 cases were sent to the PGI-MER for consultation. Although there are 2 other networks working with the PGI-MER, the basic problem was this, that VPN was not so working properly. So this was taken into consideration. And in this 6 months analysis, 367 cases were sent, out of which most of the cases were pertaining to specialty areas, while 134 were pertaining to super specialties. This is the specialty-wise distribution. Maximum cases pertaining to pediatrics, derma, internal medicine, or obs-gynae. Followed by the super specialty-wise distribution, maximum for pulmonary medicine, hepatology, gastroenterology, neurosurgery. And all these departments are available in the PGI-MER itself. This is a multi-specialty tertiary level of hospital. So these are the findings what we got from our analysis. The chief complaints were explained. Chief complaints were explained only in 63.2% of the cases, while others were left incomplete or no. In 13.5, no complaint was even written. This was the problem coming up. History of the patients were completely explained in 52.9% cases, while it was left incomplete in 43.9%. Patients' vitals were less explained. These were left vacant in 42.3% of cases. GPE, general physical examination, was done in merely 44.5% of cases. And investigations were complete, or as per the doctor's comments, it was complete in 52.9% of cases, or were relevant or up to his limit, helping him in diagnosis. So this is the final slide, that in only 62.9% of the cases, the diagnosis was able to be developed, and where 37.1% of cases, no diagnosis was made, in which the doctor even asked to send further history or investigations were commented upon, or he was asked to send down the more history of the patient to make any diagnosis for. So with all these variables, we got to find conclusions. The most of the cases, this is very much clear from the previous slide, the most of the cases were from the age group of 15 to 35 years of age. And this was clear that these people were not be able to liking to come to this overcrowded PGI-MER to get the services. So they are the earning members of the family and who would not be able to leave their job or can't spare the time to get to the tertiary level to get the treatments. Second, most of the cases were from the distance of 100 kilometers. This is very much, this is the goal of the telemedicine otherwise. I will come back to these slides. Basically, these were the problems which led to the non-completeness or incompleteness of this EMR performers, or were the problems of this VPN network. In 37%, where the EMR or diagnosis were not made, the problem was with the attitudinal, I can say, or the lack of knowledge. The doctors were not ready, or lack of confidentiality, we can also take it. Doctors were not ready when after this study was done, the team was called upon for a discussion at the state level, and the findings were there. The doctors were not ready to give their send these EMRs. Practically, as we have all discussed earlier, their major point was that if any legal case occurs, who will be held responsible? This was the major finding. There were points. And second was the attitudinal problems, overburden. The doctors are there. There is only one doctor or two doctors at the district level, and they are not ready to do their extra work. As we have discussed earlier, the problem of incentiveness occurs. Third was might be the equipment problem is also there, which they have commented upon. But I haven't taken into the account in this study. But their findings were in the discussion. They said we haven't got the equipments for sending these high-tech, the CT or X-rays or MRI reports. If they will be loading in their equipment provided at their referral end, it was not reaching at the tertiary this provider end, or they were not able to load it into their infrastructure given. Third problem they came out with the manpower.
Can you wrap up?
Yeah, definitely. Last slide also. And these were the additional findings that we got into the knowledge that there are services in different areas. I have enumerated that some districts have not having this availability of these services were not there. That's why they were sending these queries also. So I will be concluding with this. The finals, the results that we got on the discussion or after the study was the performer should be simple and appropriate EMR performer should be there, which can be filled easily by the doctor or data entry operator. It should be made specialty wise. Earlier I have showed you the performer. This was a single performer that used to be filled. Later on, after this study, they led to the development of specialty and super specialty wise performer. And motivating or the training programs were started for motivation of physicians to take interest and for the better acceptance of the services by the clinicians. These are the findings after this study. With this, I will conclude. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Raman. I think if the floor has some questions. Yes. Okay.
No, the performer has been given by some organization, and PGI is working along in collaboration with that. Though earlier they have developed a single performer.